the internet has changed business, and it's changed the political environment, and it's changed social environments even. I mean, like me, I'm spending most of my life on the internet now. I'm addicted. I'm an internet addict. I have to go for rehabilitation. My parents are going to kidnap me and try to bring me back to normal, you know, so that I actually talk to people. Socially, the internet has changed the dating practices in the United States. The internet has changed dating practices in the world. People meet people from all over the world and get together and don't marry everyone they meet, but a lot of marriages have occurred because of the internet all over the world. So it's changed the social structure of the way people meet each other. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. And I used to say this and everybody would laugh at me, but I met people through the internet and traveled around the world because of people I met through the internet. To be honest with you, I thought it was all right. I didn't see any problems. You know, there are other people that get cheated through the internet. There's also now a new rule that the government has where it makes it much more difficult to meet people through the internet outside the United States. And the reason for that, they claim, is a lot of women were being exploited, brought here and then exploited. But I think another reason is that the numbers of women from other countries that were being picked up by and married and brought out of the country by men from other countries was increasing at too high a rate. And most countries will not let huge numbers of their women be married off to people from other countries. One of the ways you remain a country is you have women and they have children and they stay in the country and they you know, grow up there, and if they all leave, if huge numbers of women are taken out of a country, that can affect the country's future. Y'all know this, or I mean, intuitively maybe even? For example, when Russia was first, the internet, a lot of Russian women and people came, and now it's more difficult. And I think a lot of it is that there was a drain of younger women in Russia. I'll tell you another little story about Russia that you wouldn't know if unless you were there or knew them. During World War II, most of the Russian men got killed. You all know this? I mean, big time killed. And from World War II on, in Russia, men were like kings. They would have many wives, many girlfriends, and they just lived an amazing life, Russian men, and I think that's one of the reasons they aren't too seen by a lot of women as loving and caring. It was because the ratio from men to women was so skewed that if you wanted to have a child and you're a woman in Russia, you had a very small pool of men to draw on. But now with the generation after World War II, having had children and that, now it's still the Russian population is still declining. Millions and millions of less people in Russia, and they predict there will be a lot less in the future. And that part of that was the idea that the women were leaving to go to other countries, the younger women, and disease and all these other things. But
they just let the women out of that country, because a woman I used to work with was from Russia.
Yeah, they used to not let them out until after perestroika.
Yeah, I think she said she'd been here like 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah, correct. I don't think they let them out easily before perestroika. And they didn't let men out either, I don't think, that easily before. Now they're making it more difficult to, for one reason or another, in my own view, is because Russia doesn't want to be losing that significant amount of their young women. The internet has changed, what did I say, the political environment, the social environment, the structure in the world, the news environment, where you have all these things called blogs now, where people write down stuff that's going on.